Hi, this is Miss Nickel and I am doing another tutorial. This is from our Unit 3 Bonding Quiz 3 practice test. Okay, so we are going to try to decide which of these compounds is ionic and which is covalent. Those are our two categories. And ionic compounds are going to be made of a metal plus a nonmetal. Metal is most of the periodic table. It's the first two columns except for hydrogen, everything in the center, all the way over to here. This area here, now these are called metalloids. We're not really going to work with those at all. And then these are nonmetals. So they're highlighted in gray on the periodic tables we have in class. Here I've outlined them in pink. So again, an ionic compound is between a metal, anything from over here in the white, plus a nonmetal, which would be one of these or hydrogen. And a covalent compound is just going to be between nonmetals with no metal in them. So it's going to be easier to find your covalent compounds, right? Because they're going to be made out of this small group of elements here plus hydrogen. And these are the building blocks of life: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, phosphorus, and sulfur. And then, well, really fluorine is one of your halogens, not a building block. And that's halogens include fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Okay, highly reactive, and most of them toxic to some degree. Okay, so let's see. How do we decide this? Looking at our compounds then. So this one has nitrogen and bromine in it. Is it ionic or covalent? I look at the periodic table. Nitrogen, nonmetal. Bromine, nonmetal. So that is a covalent compound because it has two nonmetals. So I'm going to X it out. It's covalent. I'm looking for ionic. And next one is, looks like we've got 6 carbons, 5 hydrogens, and a chlorine. Let's look those up. Carbon, and what were the other ones? Oh, hydrogen and chlorine. Carbon, hydrogen, oh yeah, what am I thinking? Over here, and chlorine. So here, we're talking about nonmetals here, right? Carbon, chlorine, and then we did hydrogen, right? So that is going to be a covalent compound, and I am going to X that one out too. Now, next one, selenium chloride. That looks a little tricky, but let's see. There it is, selenium, a nonmetal. Chlorine, a nonmetal. So that is a covalent compound. We're Xing it out. Next one, carbon dioxide. Right here, carbon, and right here, oxygen, both nonmetals. So that is a covalent compound. All right, now it looks like we're getting into some metals here. Potassium. Potassium is way over here on the left side of the periodic table with 1 valence electron. But the important thing is it is a metal. So if the compound has a metal in it for us, then it is going to be ionic. Chlorine is a nonmetal. We've seen that before. But because the compound has potassium in it, which is a metal, we're going to circle it. Okay, next one, lithium bicarbonate. And so we're looking over here for lithium, and we find it right there in the first column. And here we have hydrogen, which we know is a nonmetal. Carbon is a nonmetal. And oxygen, which is a nonmetal. Carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen, right? So we are going to circle it, though, because it had lithium in it, which is a metal. All right, so metal and nonmetal make an ionic compound. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you in class.